It appears that Chief Twit Elon Musk is losing his status as the world's wealthiest person.
Oh no!
On Tuesday, a judge in Delaware struck down Musk's $55 billion Tesla pay package, voiding the record-setting executive compensation plan. Bloomberg reported that the pay package was worth about $51.1 billion at closing time on Tuesday and was among Musk's most high-value assets. Without that, Musk's net worth dropped to roughly about $154 billion, knocking him down several notches in the current list of the world's richest people. That said, the man is still obscenely wealthy, so why does it matter? Well, for the ultra-rich, wealth is not about being able to survive and pay the bills. They live in a completely different reality. Like, I worry about, paying the mortgage. I worry about paying my car payment, paying the electricity. Gee, I hope the gas bill isn't too high. You kind of have a leaky window, in some of these rooms, so I got to make sure to put the plastic on them and all that. So my, gas bill doesn't get too high. Rich people don't have to worry about that. Rich people have to worry about, am I going to buy another yacht? What am I going to do with this? What am I going to invest in today? One of those things. So that said, their wealth really comes down to status, okay? They want to be, in the case of Musk, he wants to be the richest person in the world. And so it gets absorbed into his ego. It's part of their ego, their status. They care a lot about being the richest people, meaning that if he loses that status, he's going to be very upset about it. That's the worst thing that'll happen. Oh, my feelings. I'm not as rich as I was. Oh no, but I'm still very, very wealthy. Anyway, I know, sad. Why did it get struck down though? And that's the important thing. And that really gets to the Musk's pathology, okay? So now, Business Insider had explained that his pay package was centered on $304 million stock, 304 million stock options in 12 tranches that was tied to a series of goalposts around the car maker's financial growth. Okay, so you're supposed to hit those targets, and then every time you hit the target, the company hits the target. Musk is supposed to get more money for his brilliant leadership, right? However, Tesla directors had actually argued that the package was designed to ensure that Musk would continue to dedicate his attention to the company. So he owns several companies: Tesla, SpaceX, X, and Neuralink. Okay, and so he's dividing his time, dividing his attention between these different companies. And so the Tesla directors and the shareholders are like, hey, we exist. You might want to actually direct us to do things. Okay. Now, that said, that's what they argued. However, in her 201-page ruling released on Tuesday, Judge McCormick said that incentivizing Mr. Musk was not the main reason for the oversized pay package. Oh, rather, the Tesla directors were swept up by the rhetoric surrounding him. Now, I believe that. Look, for years, there has been a hype surrounding Elon Musk. People in, not just on Twitter, but, you had TV shows and popular culture around him saying, oh my God, look, Elon Musk, what a genius. Oh, he's revolutionizing electric car. He wants to get us into space. He wants to get us off of Earth and to protect the human race. Wow. In reality, no, he's a capitalist. I'm not saying that he hasn't helped popularize electric cars, electric vehicles. Yeah, he founded SpaceX. Yes, they're doing good, they're doing work, right? And by the way, I do not mean Elon Musk, but the employees, okay? They are doing they are doing good work, right? But what Elon Musk, he doesn't deserve the hype, because what he did was buy out companies. And sometimes, like in the case of Tesla, for example, bury the people who actually founded that company, okay? And took credit for what they set up and is taking credit for the things that they've done, okay? And all for having been born with an obscene amount of wealth. Again, just a capitalist, not a super genius, not a savior. I mean, look at the disaster that he has turned Twitter into. Twitter was already not a great company. Now it's even more of a disaster. But again, he massively benefited from the hype of being a rich guy, who at the time, people would see, oh, look, he's doing some good things. Again, electric cars, trying to help save the environment, all that stuff. But in reality, Elon Musk was about making money and about feeding into his own hype. Now there's more. And he was very successful at both of those things. Now, the court had also found that Musk, getting back to this pay package, had extensive ties with members of Tesla's compensation committee. Oh, no kidding. The judge cited this 15-year business and personal relationship with committee chair Ira Ehrenpreis. Musk was also close friends with another committee member, Antonio Gracias, with business dealings stretching back 2 decades. Board members James Murdoch and Lyndon Johnson Rice were not on the compensation committee, but were found to have been involved in that process. Not only that, but he even had his brother on that committee. Now, the judge said that Mr. Murdoch had become a friend of Mr. Musk after he purchased a Roadster in 2006 and 2007. The pair took family holidays together to Israel, Mexico, and the Bahamas. Judge McCormick also noted that Mr. Musk, along with his brother Kimball, who also sits on Tesla's board, recused themselves from most of the meetings and all of the votes on the 2018 pay package, but said that 5 out of the 6 directors who voted on the pay package were beholden to Musk or had compromising conflicts. She also said that many of the documents the Tesla director cited as proof of fair process were drafted, pushed out, or endorsed by Todd Marin, Mr. Musk's divorce attorney turned general counsel. Oh, would you look at that? And by the way, the judge noted that Marin's admiration for Musk moved him to tears during deposition. See, this is what I'm talking about with hype, okay? People are, and look, he's a powerful person, very rich, all right? Very powerful, influential, and so you're going to get those people around you. And it becomes a cult of personality. And that's exactly what's going on with this guy. All right? Now, the compensation committee and Musk were not on different sides, wrote the judge. They did not acknowledge the existence of a conflict. It was cooperative and collaborative process. Look, is anybody surprised that Elon Musk appears to have stacked the board with friends and sycophants, and then just happened to get this enormously absurd pay package? I'm not. No, of course not. Why would you be surprised? Elon! That's what he does. He surrounds himself with yes men, sycophants, and then is able to get everything he wants, which, again, money and validation. That's what he's looking for, okay? Now, experts had told Insider back in 2022 that Elon Musk's close business relationships were a quote-unquote recipe for disaster. One management professor said this: "It's the classic scenario where the emperor has no clothes, but everybody's too afraid to tell him of these companies where Musk is at the head." Again, SpaceX, Tesla specifically. Another said Elon is surrounded by cult members. One person said, quote, "People want to be close to people with that much power, which often means your so-called friends are more like followers. The naysayers are out there, but people in power get surrounded by yes people who never let the naysayers close to them." And it looks like those same yes men, right, those followers, friends, are responsible for first making Elon Musk the richest person in the world, and then knocking him down to second richest person in the world. Hey, I mean, again, the only reason that he had that pay package that elevated him to the richest person in the world is because of this board. Now, that said, who does Elon Musk blame? The entire state of Delaware. I'm not kidding. He said, never incorporate your company in the state of Delaware. What? Well, now hold on here. Isn't the reason that companies incorporate in Delaware because it's super business friendly? Yes, it is. Very, very low taxes, tax reasons. Now, he didn't have to incorporate in Delaware. He could have incorporated anywhere else. But he did so in Delaware because of taxes, because of saving money. Had nothing to do with the state, everything to do with greed, this decision, okay? Now, look, it doesn't mean that he doesn't deserve a fair pay package, right, as a CEO, but he would have to go to negotiate for that with the shareholders. Now, this entire thing was started when a shareholder saw this and was like, whoa, that's not right. That's not fair. That is incredibly outsized. What about us shareholders, right? And look, as a CEO, you do have a fiduciary responsibility to maximize shareholder gains. That is not what happened here. And when shareholders get shorted, well, they get very unhappy. Okay. So that said, they would have to go back to the negotiating table, or there could be an appeal. What's likely to happen? In my estimation, Elon Musk is probably going to end up appealing while complaining about how somehow this is the fault of wokeness. I mean, mark my words, right? Because that's what he does now. He just blames everything on the woke mind virus, while in reality, this was an absurd pay package. It should have never been approved, but it was because he stacked the board with his friends and has this very weird cult-like atmosphere around him. And I'm glad at least one of the shareholders noticed and was like, whoa, man, not cool. Let's go back to the drawing board and come up with something a little bit more fair.